Excuse me, but is this a Miss Aubrey Anderson?
Huh? Who are you? Are you trying to hit on me?
No. I'm the husband of the victim of the accident you caused the other day. My name's Isaac Robbins, and my wife's name is Matilda Robbins. Don't pretend you don't remember.
Oh yeah, I do remember now. It just came back to me, lol. What do you want?
Not what do you want. How do you plan on making up for what you did? In spite of the serious fact you ran my wife over and caused her a very serious injury, you've been ignoring all of my phone calls and actually had the nerve to block me. Luckily, I was able to find your messenger account using your phone number, which is how I'm speaking with you now.
So, those phone calls were about the accident, lol, whoopsie. I thought you were some kind of creep stalker, so I blocked your number. Although it is kind of creepy that you would go out of your way to look up my messenger account. That's really weird, you know. Don't you feel ashamed?
Are you making fun of me? Do you have any idea of the gravity of the situation you're in? My wife's lying in a hospital bed right now after you ran her over because you were playing around on your phone instead of looking at the road. That would be bad enough on its own, but on top of that, you've ignored us for a whole 4 days and didn't show up to visit her in hospital once. Do you feel even an ounce of remorse for what you did?
These things happen. It's not like I had a great time of it myself. I got injured and had to go to the hospital too, you know? It was super busy. I just haven't had the time to visit. It's not that I didn't want to.
I know all about the extent of your injuries. You have a slight graze on your forehead, and that's it. You didn't even need to be admitted. You went home the same day, didn't you? It's been 4 days since then. There's no way you haven't had a chance to come.
Even still, it's not like I have a duty to visit her. I mean, why would I? I'd visit my friends if I ran them over, but you guys are strangers to me. If she wasn't dawdling around the crosswalk like that, I wouldn't have hit her in the first place. I've seen faster snails. Yeah, that's right. The accident was her fault.
What?
Plus, she's injured me too. So we're both in the same boat here. Would you just cut it out already? This is old news now.
It only happened 4 days ago. It is most definitely not old news. You were so distracted by your phone, you ran my wife over right in the middle of a crossing after running a red light. Who the hell do you think you are, speaking about her like that? You broke Matilda's leg!
So what? Bones heal, you know. She'll be fine before long. Just think of it as an opportunity for her to read books and learn sewing or something. Take a chill pill, sheesh. Plus, she's alive, isn't she? What's the big deal? Hopefully, she learned her lesson and drives more safely from now on. Did you know the doctor told me I might have a small scar on my forehead for the rest of my life after this? A small scar! Isn't that just, like, the worst? Don't you feel guilty? What's more important? Some random old woman's leg or my beautiful face? That's a rhetorical question, by the way. You will be paying me if it scars, won't you?
You've gotta be kidding me. Us? Pay you? The only reason you grazed your forehead is because you panicked and swerved into a guardrail after you realized you'd hit my wife. How dare you play the victim? You should be ashamed of yourself, young lady. You don't show any remorse, you don't apologize, yet you have the nerve to demand money from the victim? Just what exactly are you hoping to achieve with this disgraceful attitude of yours?
A disgraceful attitude? I don't know what you mean.
It's considered the right and proper thing to do for the perpetrator to visit the victim in hospital and apologize sincerely in these kinds of situations. Have you no humanity? The only one who should be paying compensation and medical bills is you. Have you no conception of any of this? Where are your morals, young lady?
You can whine at me as much as you want, but I don't have any money to give you. I can't pay you something that doesn't exist. So sorry, but not sorry.
I told you to stop screwing me around! Is there no limit to your selfishness? How can you still think this is a joke? I'll be reporting this to your parents and college.
Hey, don't do that. That'd be a real nuisance for me. My mom would be so mad if she knew I wrecked the car. That's it. I just thought of, like, the best idea of all time. Tell me, old man, how old are you?
What? Where did that come from?
Forget that. Just tell me, how old are you?
34. What does that have to do with anything? Don't try and change the subject.
Wow, 34? Don't forget your Zimmer frame, old man. Maybe it's not too old, though. Okay, I think I can allow it. Okay, here's the idea, old man. So, about the accident the other day, I'm willing to go on a date with you if you agree to forget all about it. One whole day with me! How does that sound?
What?
I'm free all day this Saturday. So I'm willing to go on a date with you if that's what it takes to get you to shut up, Gramps. So, what do you think? You'll go out with me and then we can just forget about what happened, can't we? We can, can't we? Lol.
What on earth are you talking about? I don't understand.
Your mind must be slowing down with your old age. Let me make it super easy to understand. If you let me off the hook and drop all this stuff about money over the accident the other day, I'll go on a date with you. One whole day that you get to spend with me. You should be counting your lucky stars. Chances like this don't come around for guys your age every day. Don't you think it sounds great? You get to hang out with a hot college student all day.
How many times do I have to tell you to stop messing around? Cut it out already! I'm serious! Are you a total moron? There's no way you can make up for what you did to my wife with something like that! How preposterous! I refuse!
Are you sure? I mean, are you really, really sure? How often do you get the chance to hang out with a hot college student? Not often, I'm guessing. Lol. We can do whatever you want for the whole day. Anything.
You really should know when to stop. I'm running out of patience with you. Hanging out with you wouldn't pay my wife's medical bills, nor would it heal her broken leg. All I want is to see some sincerity.
Duh, that's why I'm offering you the chance to go on a date with me. I'm sincerely asking you out on a date, lol. I'm offering you a date out of the goodness of my heart because you seem upset, lol. Surely that's the very definition of sincerity, lol. Plus, if your wife's leg's broken, that means she won't be moving around for a while. Which means you're gonna end up all kinds of frustrated, if you catch my drift. It's unhealthy to let that kind of energy build up, old man, and I'm kindly offering to help out. One thing's for sure, I look a damn sight better than that old hag, lol. Oh, is this why you don't want to go on a date with me? You're so old, it doesn't work anymore? This is too hilarious.
That's enough! I'm taking you to court!
What?
I've been waiting and waiting, sitting tight this whole time waiting for the phone to ring, thinking you would phone us about settling out of court. But nothing came. Now I contact you and this is how you behave? Do you think I'm just going to take your insulting my injured wife lying down? I'll be filing criminal charges against you so you get the punishment you deserve. You'll be hearing from my lawyer over the coming days. Prepare yourself.
Huh? I don't understand what that means, Gramps. Criminal charges? What's that? I know. You're trying to scare me by using big, fancy words. Well, it's not gonna work. Lol.
If you don't understand, I suggest you go and do some research, because reality's going to come knocking on your door very soon. Or are you so lacking in common sense that even something as simple as that is impossible? If you don't figure it out now, your future's going to be ripped away from you in the blink of an eye, and you're not even going to understand how it happened. Why? Because you'll have a criminal record, and you'll owe huge sums of money. And you know what? That's fine by me. I have no intention of negotiating a settlement with you now. I won't sign any petitions for sentence reduction, no matter how much you beg me. I'll see to it that you don't get away with this if it's the last thing I do.
No, please, wait. I just looked it up. If I get a criminal record, that means I'll be a criminal. I'm gonna be a criminal. Me? No, that isn't the life I want to have. Please, wait. And what do you mean by losing my future and owing huge sums of money? That sounds bad.
How do you not understand what I mean? Are you genuinely stupid? Did you accidentally buy a plank of wood instead of a phone? Investigate it by yourself. Maybe if you do, you'll finally realize how serious this situation is.
I looked up what criminal charges means and stuff about severe punishments, sentencing, and prison started coming up. Plus, there were tons of links about compensation payments. Does that mean what I think it means? You have got to be joking me! Like, oh my god, this can't be happening! Me in prison? Please tell me you're bluffing!
I'm not joking, and I'm not bluffing either. In fact, I've never been more serious about anything. Not only did you run over and severely injure my wife, but you responded with the most childish, insolent, disrespectful attitude I've ever seen in a human being. Do you think for one moment I'm going to let you get away with that? Even if you just pretended to be remorseful, even if you just put on an act of being sorry, you are still barely in your 20s, which basically makes you a child, and I would have been willing to discuss settlement out of court. But no, you had to push. You had to be cocky, to be arrogant, to insult me and my wife. Well, if that's how you want to play this, then I swear I will fight you to the last!
No, just wait. I'll be in big trouble if you do that. It says online that it's hard for people with criminal records to find work. Mom said she'll kick me out if I don't find a job when I graduate college. Ugh. Plus, it says I may have to pay tens of thousands of dollars in compensation. I don't have that kind of money. I don't even know if my mom and dad have that much. Just because I may have lightly brushed your wife as I went past her in the car? Why?
What? How are you somehow suddenly surprised? You wouldn't discuss any kind of settlement. Your attitude's been a disgrace from the outset. You did practically everything you could to make me as angry as possible. You were as good as asking me to take you to court.
I never asked you to do that. All I did was offer to go on a date with you instead of paying compensation. The offer still stands, by the way. How about that date? Let me off the hook and we can go for pizza and drinkies, baby.
How many times do I have to tell you I'm not interested in going on a date with you? I hate stupid, vulgar women like you! I'm instinctually repulsed by the idea of letting you off the hook for running over and breaking my wife's leg by going on a date. Besides, it's not me you need to apologize to. It's my wife!
I get it. I'll apologize to her, I swear. Which hospital is she at? I'll pay you the settlement money, too. Just name your figure. I can get a hold of it. Please, just don't take me to court. Anything but court.
Too little, too late. I already told you we're past the point of apologies and settlement negotiations. From now on, I'm dedicating my life to ensure you get the heaviest punishment possible. I have nothing more to say to you. All further communications will be sent through my lawyer. Expect to hear from him soon. And like I said before, prepare yourself.
Just stop it already. I told you, I'm sorry. Do you have any idea how much trouble I'll be in if you file criminal charges against me? I'll tell my dad if you do it. I swear I will. Believe me, you don't want to see my dad when he's angry.
If you think you have something you need to tell him, then tell him. In any case, I plan on reporting this to your parents anyway, so it's probably in your best interests that he hear it from you first. I'll tell them all about how their daughter ran over my wife, then tried getting out of paying compensation or medical bills by offering to go on a date with me, the victim's husband. Mark my words, by the time I'm finished, they'll know full well what a terrible person their daughter is.
No, don't do it! Please don't tell my dad! He'll get mad at me! He'll stop paying for me to go to college! I'm begging you! Please hear me out!
I'm afraid I can't do that. I can feel my IQ drop every time you speak. See you in court. After that, I blocked all contact from Aubrey Anderson. Then I left everything else to my lawyer. I don't know whether it's because they heard from my lawyer, but Aubrey's parents showed up at the hospital with faces as white as sheets. But no longer having any interest in apologies or settlement negotiations, we had the nurses tell them we weren't taking visitors and sent them on their way. The result? Aubrey Anderson was found guilty in court. The judge ordered her to pay us a whopping $40,000 in compensation and medical bills. Her parents were no longer willing to cover her tuition fees, so she was forced to drop out of college, and to add insult to injury, they kicked her out of the house and cut off all ties with her. She really was an irredeemable fool. Thankfully, my wife's leg healed nicely, and she made a full recovery. She was able to return to her normal life, pretty much unchanged from how it was before, and I'm very relieved about that.
Sarah, listen. I'm in a bit of a pinch because I don't have money at the moment.
Huh? Really?
Yeah. I can barely afford to eat every day. Your family is well off, so that I don't have to struggle for food at least.
Yeah. That sounds rough.
You understand? I knew you would be on my side.
No, I never said I understand. Could you be...
In that case, I can bring my whole family with me to the Mom's Club trip next week, right?
Of course. That's what this conversation turns to. No.
What? But I thought you understood what kind of poverty we're living in now. We have so little money that we even worry whether we'll be able to put food on the table.
You said that before, but those are two separate matters. You haven't returned any of the money you owe the Moms Club members, right?
The money I owe? What do you mean?
You've already forgotten? Ariana, Allison, me, and so many others. You've borrowed money from so many people.
Huh? But I thought I could return that money whenever I wanted. You want the money back now?
Sure, we said you didn't have to rush paying us back. But there's a limit to how long you can keep putting it off. My family doesn't have money just laying around. Please return what you owe me. Since you're not returning any of our money, you're probably also trying to borrow money from us during the Moms Club trip too, right?
Oh, you caught on so quickly. That's right. I don't have money, so I have to borrow from everyone.
I knew it would be something like this. This isn't a joke. I won't lend money to someone who has no intention of paying me back after. And you live with your in-laws, right? Do you mean to say you want to bring them on the trip too?
Of course. It'll be sad to leave them behind, don't you think?
So, you plan on making us pay for both of your in-laws as well?
Correct. I've already told my in-laws that they'll be traveling for free.
We never agreed to this, so why would you do this?
Huh? But I thought that you would definitely give me money. Come on. Why not? We're a sad family facing poverty. We don't have the money to travel, but we do want to go out as a family at least sometimes.
In that case, work hard and save up money as a family, and then use that money to go on a trip together. Don't try to take our money like this.
You just don't get it. I'm begging you like this because we don't save money. I will ask Ariana, Allison, and the others, so I will definitely find a way to get money from you guys.
How long do you plan to keep doing this? I don't think anyone will lend you more money after you haven't paid back what you've borrowed so far.
Even if everyone says they won't, if I make a big deal and get on my hands and knees in front of you guys, you'll have to, right?
Do you really plan on getting on your hands and knees like that?
Of course. If it's for the sake of money, I can throw away my pride.
How can you be so obsessed with money? It's almost scary.
It's fine. Anyway, I'm looking forward to the trip.
I don't even care anymore.
We made it to the Union Station. I know you guys are exploring Washington, D.C. today. Come and pick us up. If you are even 5 minutes late, I will double the amount you have to pay me.
We made it to 30th Street Station. It was such a nice ride.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Oh, sorry, Elena. We changed our trip plans.
What?
As you say, we originally planned to go to DC, but Gabrielle told us that you're heading to DC, planning to get there before us.
You caught me. I shouldn't have told her.
When we heard that, we knew we didn't want to deal with you begging us for money. So, we decided to change our trip destination. I was thinking that I wanted to visit Pennsylvania. So, we decided to go to Philadelphia.
Why would you do that? Come to Washington, D.C. immediately. We're supposed to travel together.
Sorry, but we won't be doing that. We'll be enjoying our trip in Philadelphia. So, have fun in DC.
Idiot! Stop messing around. I plan on traveling with your money. We don't have money to pay for ourselves.
Why? Didn't you ride on an express train? If you could afford that, that means you have money.
I don't have money for the return trip. And I was going to get money for the journey to DC from you guys.
You were even going to try to make us pay for your train tickets. Do you think you're that special?
Yeah, I do. We're a penniless family, so it's only natural you should cover for us.
Why do you keep showing off the fact that you don't have money? I don't get it.
Shut up! I never would have imagined you'd trick me by changing the trip destination. You wanted to make a fool of me that much?
Make a fool out of you? This is just a small punishment. How long will you keep vying for other people's money without paying a single penny of your own?
Why can't I do that? I hate using my own money.
Well, I get that, especially if you don't have much money. But when we decide to go on trips, we are cautious and aware of our own finances. We never consider using other people's money to travel like you do.
What? It's like you're calling me a gold digger.
Well, you sure seem like one. You should just give up this time. Enjoy DC with your family. You told your in-laws that they will travel for free, so be sure to pay for them too.
No way! I won't use my money on this. I will make you regret this.
Yeah. You're still going to talk like that. We're already in Philadelphia and we want to enjoy our trip.
No, you put me in this situation. Continuing what I was saying earlier, for every 5 minutes you make me wait, you have to pay me $150. You've made me wait 10 minutes so far, so you already owe me $300.
I don't think we've made you wait. And we have no reason to pay you. Even if you make these silly calculations, we won't give you any money.
What? You're abandoning me in Washington, D.C., and you won't pay? You are the worst. What kind of person do you think I am?
Someone who's greedy and consider other people's money their own.
You're calling me a gold digger again.
Well, yeah, you are one. Anyway, we're going to have fun now. Enjoy your time in DC. If you eat a good hot dog or something, your anger will disappear.
I didn't come all the way here to eat hot dogs. If I came this far, I need to eat some smoky sweet ribs.
I'm pretty sure those are from Kansas City. Since you're out there, I guess you can have oysters.
Yeah, that's what I want to eat. I want you to buy us oysters.
And I'm sure that you want us to buy high-class oysters too. Stop joking. Pay for yourself.
No way! How expensive do you think that'll be? If we want to eat until we're full, it'll cost us thousands of dollars.
How many oysters do you plan on eating? Well, I guess it's possible since you have a big family.
Right? It's possible. So, we need your money.
Even if you say that, we're already in Philadelphia. Going all the way to DC in order to pay you thousands, that's a bit.
What are you hesitating for? It's your fault this happened. This happened because you tricked me into coming into Washington, D.C. It's time for you to get your punishment, so you should come here immediately.
Even if you say that, we haven't done anything wrong.
Of course you have. You abandoned us.
This is just small punishment for expecting to travel using others' money.
Stop with the excuses and come here already. Do you not understand English?
Wow. I keep telling you we can't go to DC now. Yet you keep arguing like this. If we go, you're just going to force us to give you money, right? It's like you're some sort of a thug.
You shouldn't speak like that about others. I'm just telling you my rights.
How is our money your right?
I don't have money, so it's my right to take money from the moms that do. We're a big family, so the rest of you should support us.
Hey, let me just make this clear. There are people with families bigger than yours. Alice, for example. She and her husband have 5 kids, so altogether there are 7 people. On top of that, a few of the kids are hitting their growth spurts now, so they eat more than before, and their monthly food bill is huge. But she's never asked the rest of us for money. That's the normal thing to do.
What are you saying? Alice is Alice. Comparing us is apples to oranges. Don't bring up some other household situation.
You really don't get it. I hope you reflect on your actions while you're in DC.
This isn't a joke. You can't do this to me. My in-laws are starting to get angry because they want us to get moving. I'm getting mad, so get here quickly.
You keep telling me to get there quickly. But how much time do you think it takes to get between Philadelphia and DC?
2 hours. Get here in 2 hours then. I won't wait more than that. Let me tell you that I will keep track of these 2 hours and charge you $150 per every 5 minutes, like I said earlier.
If you try to threaten us like that, then we really won't feel like coming.
Wait, don't say you don't feel like coming. Come for my sake.
All you do is think about yourself. You don't even waste a second considering how we feel. Why should we do that for you?
What? You're the ones who put me in this situation, aren't you? It's only natural that you should take responsibility.
Ah, then let me tell you our conditions. If you meet our conditions, we'll come.
Huh? Conditions? What are you talking about?
Return us all the money we've given you until now. If you do that, we'll consider coming to help you.
What? Why are you looking down on me like this? You're obligated to come here and help me. Don't act like you're so important when you're abandoning your obligations like this.
Why would we be obligated? But what do you think? If you just do that, we will come to Washington, D.C. for you.
Fine. If you insist you don't have to pay me money for being late. And what? How much have I borrowed from you guys? Around $100?
Oh, why are you playing dumb? If you add up what you owe all of us, it's over $1,000.
1,000? Don't lie. I don't remember borrowing that much money from you.
You borrow a little every day, so it adds up. It's impossible for you to pay us all back, right?
Well, I never expected it would be that much. You're right, I can't. I won't return your money.
Wait, are you changing your mind now?
What's impossible is impossible. I can't return your money, but come to DC. That's an order.
Do you think we would really just go along with your selfishness? Everyone is mad at you. You should realize no one will listen if you act like that.
But paying back $1,000 so suddenly is impossible. Can't I at least pay in installments or something?
No. You've taken so much money from us all this time. We won't accept being paid in installments.
But I really don't have any money on me. So, forgive me. Just this once. This is an extreme situation, you know?
No, I don't know. If you don't have money, you can finally really reflect on yourself in DC. You told your in-laws they'll be traveling for free, so you can't just go home without seeing anything. Do at least a bit of sightseeing for them.
But if I do that, we'll use up all our money. I just gambled a little.
What? Wait, gambling?
Ah, damn it.
No wonder. The reason you keep saying you don't have money is because you gambled it away.
No, there's no way I would do that. If I don't have money, there's no way I would gamble.
It's the opposite. If you gamble, there's no way you would have money. People like you? I really despise people who recklessly gamble. You're really sacrificing your life for that?
I know, but I didn't think it would be like this.
Are you serious? Only people who know they've done something wrong would say that. That's just an excuse. Give up already. Just consider it a fun trip to DC.
No, I can't do that when I don't have money. Oh no, my in-laws walked off to go eat something. They told us they will make me pay them for the food later.
Well, that's because you told them the trip would be free. That has nothing to do with you gambling your money away. Be sure to give your in-laws money so that they have a good time.
No, please, do something. My husband is also getting really angry.
Ah, right. Your husband is also there. Does your husband know you gambled away your money?
Of course he doesn't. The money I used to gamble was his. If he finds out, I will be in huge trouble.
Uh-huh. Then we should tell him you gambled his money away. I have his phone number after all.
What? Stop! Don't do that!
Even if you tell me not to, this is your fault, isn't it? Always using other people's money and just wasting it on gambling. No one can defend you if you do something like that.
Even if you say that, there's nothing I can do. I want to gamble so badly.
Wow, you're that obsessed with gambling. Isn't that an addiction? Maybe if your husband gets really mad at you this time, you'll finally quit.
Wait, please don't take gambling away from me. If I don't have gambling, I'll be so bored.
There are so many other things you can do. If you waste all your money like that, all you'll be left with is despair. By the way, if you have this much free time to message me, go do some sightseeing.
Don't say that. Why are you looking down on me like this? I just use you guys' money here and there to go out to lunch, travel, and gamble. There's no need for you to make this into such a big deal. This is unreasonable.
Calling this unreasonable? I'm really beginning to doubt your sanity. We want to enjoy our trip now, so I'm not going to text you anymore. Bye.
Wait! I'm begging you. Please come to DC.
Elena's husband found out about her gambling and got unbelievably angry. Elena made up some excuse for her in-laws, and without doing much sightseeing, Elena and her family returned home. After they got back, Elena's husband paid back all the money Elena owed us. Elena was banned from using any of the family's money, and was forced to return all the money she had used on gambling. It seems she started working part-time to pay it off, while Elena has been busy working. The other moms and I have been going on many fun trips together.